There's a lot of room out there. Jerks the foul, does Dykstra. Still 0-2. Ed Smith of Reedsville, Pennsylvania, his 77th birthday today. And Alan Bowersox from Hanover, Pennsylvania, celebrating a birthday.
Lois Landis, birthday in Jeffersonville, and Heather and Tim Shaw both celebrating in Worcester, Pennsylvania.
Base hit back through the middle. That'll halt the 0 for 12 for Dykstra. He is a leadoff base runner. And it will bring on Mariano Duncan. Not getting at 282.
Reynoso kind of flopped up one of those off-speed pitches, and then he stroked it. I'm surprised the shortstop is playing over there in the hole. Hit it sharply. You could see the pitch was up and out away from Lenny. An easy ball that you can, reach out and lay the barrel of the bat on it.
Dykstra will have to be on his toes. Reynoso has picked off 6 base runners.
And he has a decent lead, too.
Steps off and looks him back. Dykstra has 29 steals. He's been thrown out 8 times. Aaron Barrett of Westchester, Pennsylvania, big Darren Dalton fan, celebrating a birthday.
See, that's his eyewash move. He'll show Dykstra a better one than that. I imagine the Phillies know that. They have their super scout Hank King looking at these things. Megan Heisler, a birthday today.
There goes Dykstra. The pitch is low. The throw goes into center field, but Dykstra will hold right there at second. Stolen base number 30 for Dykstra.
And he got a good jump from a guy who has a good move. Girardi's not a bad thrower, but he made a bad one there.
One ball and no strikes to Mariano Duncan. So long our best to our good buddy Mike Dwyer of the Media Child Guidance Clinic, watching the ball game today. Great Phillies fan. Trying to move him up by hitting the ball to the right side, fouls it out of play. 1-1. Sam Tonic, a Phil's host from Hockessin, Delaware, here for this series. Karam's off the pitcher's glove to Castilla, and Duncan is out. That'll go 1-6-3, but it does move Dykstra up. So Dykstra is at third base with 1 out for John Kruk.
And the Rockies will leave their infield back here in the first inning. You don't worry a whole lot about 1 run in this ballpark.
Kruk's hitting .337, tied for 4th best in the league. He's 2nd in the league in on-base percentage. 4th in walks and 4th in runs scored. Fouls it back and out of play.
That's a pitch that Kruk can hit deep to left, and it was out away from him. Had a good cut at it, but fouled it off.
Reynoso, pretty good numbers. 8 wins, 8 losses, a 3.25 ERA. An overpowering pitcher. He nibbles a lot.
Almost handcuffed Girardi. He throws so many different pitches. Catcher really has to be on his toes. Bea Kirschenblatt of Ventnor here with her son Mark attending this series, and George Shaw in Havertown, a birthday celebration today.
Hard ground hit down the right field line. Dykstra scores. Kruk will get 2 on it. A stand-up double for the Krucker, and the Phillies jump to a 1-0 lead. Kruk knocks in his 62nd run. Dykstra crosses the plate for the 108th time this year.
Really snapped on that pitch in on him. See those wrists roll? Shot it by Gerald Clark. Kruk's last 2 at-bats have been very productive. A 2-run homer in the Mets series Sunday in this double.
Brings on Dave Hollins, hitting at 283. Messing with a breaking ball, 1-0. Hollins 13 homers, one of them coming off Reynoso.
Kermit and Ruth Langdon in Philadelphia, 60 years married today on this August 17th.
Two balls and no strikes to Hollins.
Ken Slater in North Wales is 90. Mary Neff in Allentown, 82. Happy birthday.
Got that one over. 2-1 to Hollins. Laurie Pastorius here, son of great entertainer Jack Pastorius. Two and 1 to Dave Hollins. So it's 3-1.
Belated birthday to Arnold Harvey in Northeast Philly. He was 75 a couple of days ago. We missed that on our broadcast, and probably the fault of that Chris Wheeler. Sorry about that, Mr. Harvey.
Hollins is aboard with a walk. Phillies with 2 men on base and 1 out. 59 walks for Hollins. He's among the league leaders in that department.
You know, you can get hurt a lot in this park by hits and home runs, but you can also get hurt a lot by walks. Phillies had a lot of those the first trip in here, and put those base runners on, and somebody hits a long ball, and you give up a lot of runs in a hurry.
Dutch hitting at 255. He's second in the league in runs batted in with 87. Barry Bonds now with 90. And Joe Girardi wants a word with Reynoso.
Hank and Anna Rush in Lidditz, PA, silver wedding anniversary today, and Mr. and Mrs. Max Wingett in Trenton married 46 years on this August 17th.
Phillies have scored a run here in the first. 2 men on base, 1 out. The Phillies still have not been shut out this year. That's 135 consecutive games now for the Phils without being shut out. Smashed foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike to Darren Dalton. Along our best to Steve Tagline of Harrisburg, his brother Matt here at the ballpark tonight. It's low. It's 2-1.
I don't know what that pitch is he's trying to throw. It almost looks like a changeup. It's an off speed. It's not breaking. It's dropping. That's a palm ball. You can see the whole ball in his palm. It's not getting up there.
And the Phillies have not been chasing it. 2-1. chasing him until then.
Betts didn't think he was going to get a pitch like that. He thought he was going to get something he could up in the strike zone, but it fell out of the strike zone. That's the same pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Dalton. Wild pitch. The runners move up. Truck to third. Hollins to second. And it's a full count to Darren Dalton.
Tried that pitch again. This one bounced up there in front of the plate. Well, right behind the plate. Girardi tried to block it. Went off his mitt. The infield is up about halfway. I'm kind of surprised at that even. Because if a ball gets through now, it costs you 2 runs instead of 1.
Full count to Darren Dalton. That's low. He walked in to load the bases. Second walk of the inning, and the Phillies have him loaded, and that'll bring out Don Baylor to talk to Reynoso. Pete Incaviglia will be the batter.
Baylor has something he wants to say himself. He didn't bring Larry Bernarth, the pitching coach, out. I think Bernarth is tired, Harry. He's made an awful lot of trips. I want to say hi to Grandpa Kern in the Leader Nursing Home in Norristown, PA. 97-year-old former Cornhusker. Has a lot of his family out here watching the game. Daughter Elaine, grandchildren Karen, Mark, Jay. Best to Grandpa Kern.
Former Philadelphians Rick and Carolyn Chadwick, now living in Boulder, Colorado. Sent us up some Boulder brownies tonight. Phillies have the bases loaded with a run across, 1 out for Incaviglia, who's hitting at .257, 20 homers. He has knocked in 70. One's in the dirt. He's really low with most of his pitches, Reynoso. 1 ball and no strikes.
It's a kind of a moment of truth for Reynoso. The infield is back at double play depth. You know, Incaviglia could hit into a double play. He could do a lot of damage in this ballpark.
Taps it to shortstop. Throw to second. 1 relay. Turning the double play. So Incaviglia grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. And that retires the Phils here in the first. Phils get a run. 2 hits. No errors. 2 left. After 1/2, Phils 1. Rockies coming to bat.
Summer clearance time is on at your Hyundai dealer, and up to $2,000 factory cash back makes it the best time of the year to buy the Hyundai of your choice. Right now, you can get into a sleek new Elantra for as low as $86.49. Plus, you don't have to make a down payment. No money down. And that's not all, because you'll get 2 years of scheduled service at no charge. So for big savings, no down payment, and no cost scheduled service, get into your Hyundai dealer today. Hurry in for the best selection during summer clearance time. Ends Labor Day.
We asked several experts on wetness to help us introduce Dorney Park's newest ride. It's the tallest, fastest, wettest waterfall plunge ride in the world. And while it's a thrill ride for the whole family, we're afraid you must be at least 46 inches tall to ride it. After all, there's wet. And then there's wet.
Discount coupons available at participating Wendy's restaurants.
It's the last business person special of the year. Wednesday, August 25th at 12:35. The Phillies play the Rockies, and all fans get a handsome poster featuring all the Phillies pitchers' compliments of Mel and PSFS. Call 463-1000 now.
Don Baylor's lineup tonight for Colorado has Alex Cole, center fielder, leading off. Vinny Castilla, the shortstop, bats second. Darrell Boston in left field, hitting third. Dante Bichette, the right fielder, bats fourth. Charlie Hayes, third base, hitting fifth. Gerald Clark at first base, bats sixth. Joe Girardi catching, hitting seventh. Roberto Mejia at second base will bat 8th, and batting 9th and pitching Armando Reynoso. They are facing Ben Rivera.
Big Ben, about 6.5 strikeouts a game. Too many walks, almost 5 per 9 innings. He's won 10 and lost 6.
Defensively behind Rivera, Dave Hollins back at third base. Kevin Stocker, the shortstop. Mariano Duncan at second, and John Kruk at first. Darren Dalton catching. In the outfield from left to right, it's Pete Incaviglia, Lenny Dykstra, and Jim Eisenreich. Alex Cole will lead it off. Cole hitting at .267. Alex celebrating his 28th birthday today.
Happy birthday to Barbara Wood in Wildwood, celebrated on our off day yesterday.
Fouls it out of play. 1 strike to Alex Cole. One of Ben's 10 wins coming over Colorado. He beat Butch Henry here at Mile High Stadium 15-9. Just missing with his breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Down and in, it's 2-1. Pops it up down the left field line. Incaviglia comes on to make the grab. 1 down. That'll bring up Vinny Castilla.
Ordinarily, that's a tough play, the ball that Incaviglia caught. But you can't play deep out there in left field. Left field, that's his main responsibility, catching those little bloop balls down there towards the line. If it hit it over his head, it's either against the fence or over the fence.
Castilla's batting at .275, hitting particularly well here at home. .346 at Mile High. Send along our best wishes for a speedy recovery to Joe Zaleski. One ball and 1 strike to Castilla.
Send our best along to Dennis Zahner, recovering from a broken leg, playing baseball.
Lofted down the right field line. Long run. Eisenreich can't catch up to it. Lands on the bullpen pitching mound. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Castilla. Ballpark look dark to you?
Yeah, well, it's that time of night here in Denver. Twilight. I don't think those lights are kicking in. It's twilight, that's for sure.
Bouncing ball to Kevin Stocker. He has it and throws, and Castilla's retired. 2 down. That'll bring on Darrell Boston. Boston hitting at .245. 9 homers. He's knocked in 25. Bills lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first. One ball and no strikes to Boston. Serves a single out in the left field. Incaviglia gets it back in. So Boston a 2-out base runner, and it'll bring up Dante Bichette. Bichette some good offensive numbers, hitting .315, leads the league in doubles with 36. 17 homers, 73 RBIs. 6th in the league in slugging percentage with a .533 slugging percentage. ball and no strikes. Missed the good curveball. 1-1.
That's a good curveball because it was down, as you can see. It started high and then wound up down. You don't want to get that one up.
Late swing at a fastball and fouls it into the Rocky dugout.
And they have that screen up there. That helps.
He went over the screen. They're pointing to where it hit. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dante Bichette. Well, Boston not much of a base stealing threat. He's stolen 1. He's been thrown out 5 times. The curveball to Kevin Stocker. Stocker to Duncan for the force on Boston, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 1-0 Phils.
When baseball card.
After 1 inning of play, it's the Phils 1, the Rockies 0. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow night's game at 9 o'clock on Sports Channel and the final game of this series with the Rockies Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock right here on PHL 17. Jim Eisenreich leads off for the Phils, hitting at .325. 1 ball and no strikes. Loops the foul out of play. 1-1 the count to Eisenreich. Off the glove of Reynoso, and Castillo won't be able to make the play. An infield single for Eisenreich.
I'll tell you, Reynoso almost made a great play. That was a BB back through the middle. Had a little leather on it, maybe a little bit of his foot. I don't know. He tried to get his foot in there. No play.
Brings on Kevin Stocker, who's hitting at .354. Switch hitter bats left here against Reynoso. Eisenreich back. Hard ground foul down the first base side. Look at that grass bring that ball just to a dead halt. Grass is high here.
And it's soft there. Out there in the outfield, though, it's pretty hard. It's really bounces pretty well out there, but over there they didn't play football where they did play out there in center field.
Infield grass will gobble up hard ground balls.
That's high, yeah.
Eisenreich back. also has got to be tough to play behind. He throws to first a lot. He's very deliberate. He works very slowly. I think it's not an accident that there have been 14 unearned runs scored against him. His fielders just end up getting back on their heels a little bit. Runs a lot of deep counts. There he goes to first again.
Nibbler. Fielders want a pitcher that will pitch quickly and throw strikes. That's what they're standing out there for. That's what they have gloves on their hands for. Catch him. You can't catch walks.
Two balls and a strike. Baylor
writing down some notes. That notebook of his by the end of the season is going to be thick. Oh, what a great person Don Baylor is, and what an excellent ball player he was.
Ground ball to second base. That might be another double play, and is. So Reynoso has been aided with 2 double play ground balls here in the first couple of innings.
Yeah, the first one in the first inning was really a huge one. You have to give him credit. The only good pitch he made in the first inning was to Incaviglia.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Ben Rivera hitting in 111. Two outs and no base runners. One ball and one strike. Missing. 2-1. Strike 2-2. Chops softly to the pitcher and will retire the side. No runs, one hit, no errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Phils.
Stop hackers from the future.
After this hit, we're set for life.
Before they pull the largest computer ripoff in history.
A core computer to the U.S. Treasury Department. The money's being transmitted.
On the next Time Tracks. And a vicious attack leaves a friend near death.
She's the only mother I've ever known.
And pushes Kane over the edge to stop a killer.
He is here.
On the next Kung Fu, the legend continues.
Wednesday beginning at 8 on PHL 17.
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
Quality all the way.
Experience counts.
The customer comes first. Satisfaction guaranteed.
We're only as good as our people. That's why Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Negative.
To save pennies per call on your 800 service, would you risk losing sales?
No way.
No.
Not a chance.
That's what over 9 out of 10 800 users we surveyed said. Introducing Maximum Advantage from AT&T. Now you can automatically get AT&T's lowest price guarantee on the most reliable 800 service in the business. Know anyone who can beat that?
No.
Maximum Advantage from AT&T, the best in the business.
Need a new muffler? Remember, now more than ever at Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot. I guarantee you.
Hi, I'm Ed O'Neill, and you're watching PHL 17, the home of the Phillies.
Well, our final midweek ball game this season coming up Wednesday, August 25th against these Colorado Rockies. Business person special at 12:35. All fans receive a terrific Pride of the Phillies poster featuring the Phillies pitching staff, compliments of Mellon PSFS. Last chance to see the Rockies at the Vet this year, a business person special at 12:35 August 25th. For tickets, just call 463-1000 or stop by the Veterans Stadium ticket office. Charlie Hayes leads it off. Hayes hitting at .301, 18 home runs, 68 RBIs. Represents a career high in RBIs for him. Lofted in the air to right. A late start by Eisenreich, but he's there. One down. And we'll bring on Gerald Clark. Clark's been playing first base for the injured Andres Galarraga.
Galarraga probably will be back this weekend as a pinch hitter. They're talking about first. That knee injury.
Clark has a 9-game hitting streak going for him, hitting .405 over the last 9 games. 2 balls and no strikes.
Galarraga is hitting over .390, but he does not have enough official at-bats to qualify. Tony Gwynn has the lead now.
Fouled out of play, 2-1.
Don Baylor, the manager of the Rockies, says when Galarraga gets back, he's going to put him up at the top of the lineup, probably second, so he can get some extra at-bats.
10-game hitting streak for Gerald Clark. He is a 1-out base runner. Hit number 2 given up by Ben Rivera, and that'll bring on Joe Girardi. Girardi hitting at .271.
Pitch was up, out over the plate, right down the middle of the plate. This Colorado team's been strange in some ways. They lost 13 in a row once. And right after that, they came back and won 6 in a row on the road, including a 4-game sweep against the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium.
One ball and no strikes to Girardi. Right to Don Zimmer. There's Zim.
He loves it out here. Gets up, plays golf every morning at 7. Then comes to the ballpark about noon.
Runner breaking, and it's a base hit to right field. Clark will end up at third. And the Rockies have runners at first and third on a hit-and-run single by Girardi.
Ben got a pitch up again, out away, and Girardi just served it into right field. He hit the Phillies very well when he was with the Cubs. Girardi. Well, Ben's in a little trouble.
Roberto Mejia is a 21-year-old from the Dominican Republic. He's hitting .299 at Colorado Springs with some power. 14 homers, 48 RBIs in 77 games. Hitting .220 since joining the Rockies. 1 strike to Mejia. Second pick in the second round of the expansion draft from the Dodgers. Base hit left field. Clark scores. Girardi holds at second, and this game is tied at 1-1 on an RBI single by Mejia.
That's the fourth Colorado hit, all singles. Fastball kind of rode in on Mejia, but Mejia stung it pretty well in the hole.
Brings on Armando Reynoso. He'll be up there to try to bunt probably. He's a 102 hitter. Has 1 home run. He hit it right here at Mile High off the Giants' Trevor Wilson. Bunts it up in the air, caught by Dalton, double play. So Reynoso bunts into a double play, Dalton to Stocker, and that retires the side. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 2, we're tied 1-1.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
The Phillies will be loaded for bear when they play Sandberg and the Cubs Monday, September 6th at 7:05. And Tuesday through Thursday, September 7th, 8th, and 9th, all at 7:35. Then they'll try to send the Astros into space Friday, September 10th at 7:35. Saturday the 11th at 7:05. And Sunday the 12th at 1:35 when kids 14 and under get a free backpack. Call 463-1000.
It's summer clearance time at your Hyundai dealer. And with factory cash back up to $2,000, it's the best time of the year to buy the Hyundai of your choice. Get into a thrifty new Excel right now for as little as $63.99. Plus, you don't have to make a down payment. No money down. And on top of all that, you get 2 years of scheduled service at no charge. So for big savings, no down payment, and no cost scheduled service, get into your Hyundai dealer today. Hurry in now for the best selection during summer clearance time. Ends Labor Day.
Go way out with Wavelength and get in touch with the stars.
Billy Ray Cyrus in my personal CD collection.
Okay, this is my achy breaky heart.
Wavelength. No rules. Just fun.
Tomorrow at 5:30 on PHL 17.
Our trivia question is brought to you by Roy Rogers, that one-of-a-kind place for that one-of-a-kind taste. What was the first expansion team to field a Gold Glove Keystone combination, and who comprised that Keystone combination? Shortstop and second baseman. Lenny Dykstra leads it off for the Phils. He singled and scored the Phillies' run his first time up. We're tied 1-1 here in the third inning. Frank and Mary Gambone of Holland, Pennsylvania here. One ball and no strikes to Lenny Dykstra.
Eric Miller and Craig Walder from Philadelphia here. They brought us some cookies.
That one over. 1-1 the count to Dykstra.
Dykstra's back to 300 with that first inning hit. He had dropped under after that Mets series.
Checked on a low pitch. It's 2-1. bunt foul. 2-2.
You don't see Lenny do that, do you?
And very often.
Not the first, second time maybe that he's tried to beat out a bunt all year. He was trying to drag that one. He runs well enough that he could probably beat out some bunts. And the third baseman all think he's going to bunt because they play him shallow before he gets 2 strikes on him, and he never bunts that way.
Grass is tall here, so that makes it more advantageous for a drag bunt. But he fouled that one off. 2-2. High with it. Full count. He popped him up behind second base. Castilla, the shortstop, makes the play. 1 down. That'll bring on Duncan.
Lenny went after a high pitch, which he doesn't do very often either, especially with a 3-2 count.
Sunday, August 29th at 1:35, the Phillies in Cincinnati. All youngsters 14 and under get a great-looking warm-up jacket. Blue pullover with the Phillies logo on the front and back. Compliments of Acme and Kraft. Jacket Day, Sunday, August 29th. Mark it down in your calendar. For tickets, just call 463-1000 or stop by one of the many local Ticketmaster locations. Duncan grounded out his first time up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases that low pound ball. 1-2.
Chased 2 of those, almost chased a third one this at bat. He can hit that ball if it's a strike.
Pops a foul out of play. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Mariano Duncan.
That ball was well up into the stands, but if you notice, both Clark and the catcher, Joe Girardi, went after it because the wind's bringing it back. It's blowing it towards left field. That was just too far in there.
Low. 2-2. We're all tied at 1 here in the 3rd inning. Phillies with 3 hits, Rockies with 4. Line drive center field, but right at Cole. Well hit by Duncan, caught by Alex Cole. 2 down. It'll bring up John Kruk. Krucker doubled to drive in the Phillies run his first time up. No strikes. Bouncing ball foul. 1-1. Tommy Green pitches tomorrow night's game against Willie Blair. Thursday afternoon, it'll be Danny Jackson against Greg Harris. Terry Mulholland being given a couple of extra days. He'll pitch on Saturday in Houston. 2-1 to Kruk. Mulholland. Three and one. Beats that ball foul with his foot down the first base side.
Tucker's really had good swing tonight. First two at-bats. Really a quick bat.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Hardly ever throws a fastball.
Might have thrown a couple.
That's sharply hit but foul.
All these pitches seem to have a little bend one way or the other.
Struck him out, and that will retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the third. We're tied at 1-1.
Rather than the 4-cylinder engine in a Toyota Celica GTS, you get a V6 and 29 more horses when you buy a hot Dodge Stealth. The difference? Let us demonstrate. And at $546 less than the Celica, a Dodge Stealth will never slow you down when you think about its price. See your nearest Dodge dealer today.
We are a large company, nearly 900 shops. What's interesting about our products is the method that we have of making them. And the wonderful route I've found is to look at ingredients that are grown in the majority world, find out ways that we can set up trade initiatives, and then use these ingredients in what we call trade not aid. I travel a lot. I'm in bizarre places. What I use for that is American Express.
American Express is welcomed at the body shop and other places that are good for your soul.
Nobody's going to give us the Nobel Prize for designing a filtering system for Sunoco gasoline. But this filter keeps particles that can find their way into gasoline from finding their way into your engine. We've been told we're a tad obsessive. Tell that to the guy on the side of the road with a clogged fuel line.
And now Sunoco will accept any valid gasoline credit card when you apply for a Sunoco card. And we'll give you a free, dictionary.
Apply for a Sunoco card and you'll never be able to...
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser. Fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud. By your local Dodge dealers. Come in today because we know how to help. And by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut Delivery now and have your pizza by the 6th inning. Alex Cole will lead it off. He flied out to left his first time up. 1 strike to Cole. Our trivia question tonight brought to you by Roy Rogers, that one-of-a-kind place for that one-of-a-kind taste. It was the first expansion team to field a Gold Glove Keystone combination. And can you name that combo? Ground ball hit at John Kruk. Cole's retired.
Probably those California Angels.
That would be correct.
Probably that Jim Fregosi.
Jim Fregosi was the shortstop, and who was the second baseman?
I'm trying to remember who he played second base with. I can see the guy's face, but I can't remember his name, Harry.
Was one of his coaches later on.
Yeah.
His managerial career.
I know who you're talking about. That's
hit to right field. Eisenreich, a late start, but pulled off the catch at his shoe tops.
Not Ramey. That's a great play by Eisenreich. He stayed with it. Now there you see the football stripes out there. Not that Jerry Reamy, was it?
No. Quickly, you cannot forget Knapp.
Bobby Knapp.
Bobby Knapp. He's a good ball player. Good defensive play.
Belated birthday to Jim McCauley in Marlton, New Jersey. Jim's son James is from Philadelphia, works out here for the Rockies at the ballpark. Works for the concessionaire.
It's a nice operation here at Mile High Stadium. They really do a good job. Mariano Duncan throws out Boston, and that will retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Chris Wheeler joins Rich Ashford in the fourth. After 3, we are tied at 1-1.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
You ever eat bear?
No.
You're gonna like it. Tastes just like chicken.
What's that?
Look, if you want the taste of chicken, come to Roy Rogers, where 5 pieces of Roy's incredible fried chicken are just $3.99.
So, what do you think? Great. Tastes just like chicken.
Roy Rogers.
The results of the 1993 J.D. Power and Associates study on initial quality are in. Among the top 10 models in initial quality are Toyota Camry, Corolla, Tercel, and Paseo. And the best in their price class, Toyota Camry, Tercel, and Paseo. 4Runner ranked the best compact sport utility vehicle. Previa, the best compact van, the best compact pickup, Toyota, and the best full-size pickup, the T100. It's Toyota at its best.
Tomorrow night at 8 on Sports Channel before the Phillies-Rockies game at 9. They're going to have a special ALS special. You can pledge $250 or more, and you'll be entered into a raffle to win a 1993 Phillies autographed jersey. This is for ALS. You can call 463-1000 to make your pledge. That's the jersey that we have here with us, autographed by all the Phillies. 1993 jersey. That's the ALS special.
Yeah, that'll be on the autograph and auction party.
Fly ball right field by Hollins and Bichette right there. One down here in the fourth. Darren Dalton will bat. He walked his first time up, as Dave Hollins did. Dalton is hitting at .255. We're tied 1-1, top of the fourth. It's a different ball game when you don't have an 8-run lead here, isn't it?
Hard to believe it's a 1-1 game.
Ball 1 to Dalton.
Well, the Phillies had a shot to really get Reynoso in that first inning, and the double play got him out of it. This guy's a little tough to watch when he gets men on base.
2-0 on Dalton. Bolt of lightning here a little bit ago, and a little dark here. There's a called strike outside corner.
You see the skies over Mile High Stadium.
Hit well. Hit well. Hit well. Hit well. In play. Dalton is trying for a triple. He makes it. Ooh, that was close to a home run, but Dalton a one-out triple.
You really have to hit him to get him out of here to right and right center in this ballpark. Left field is easy. Reynoso goes away from him, and Dalton, a low ball hitter, to see where this thing hits, because it really looked like it was going to be a home run. See Bichette running out of room and hit off the padding of the wall. You know, it missed it by 5-6 feet probably. And here's the throw to third, and Dalton has the triple.
Infield in for Incaviglia, who did ground into a one-out double play his first time up. He has another chance here. Chases a bad pitch, strike one. Pete with 70 RBIs. Look out. 1-1 the count.
Hey, 4 triples for Darren Dalton. That's a lot of triples for a catcher. It just shows you the way he can run. And Tim McCarver led the league one year in triples. That was a long time ago.
2-1 the count to Incaviglia. Now he's going to throw him that little low and away pitch that he.
Well, he's been throwing a breaking ball. He's been throwing a fork ball. It looks like he throws a straight change. We can see him take some fingers off the ball. I mean, he is a junk baller, and he relies on kind of nibbling around and make you chase bad pitches.
Hung that one and got away with it. 2-2 the count.
You're not going to throw too many fastballs near the middle of the plate, that's for sure. Here he comes with a 2-1 breaking ball.
Well, that's a good pitch to hit here.
And he pulled off it.
Count evens up at 2-2.
Incaviglia knows how short that porch is in left field, and the show he put on in batting practice, so it looks like he's starting to pull off a little bit here tonight, trying to hit it to left.
Bounces up there, full count on Pete. Girardi getting the dirt out of his eyes. He's been down in the dirt a lot tonight with Reynoso. One tie, top of the fourth. Dalton's on third, one down. Full count to Incaviglia. Did he? No. Whoa. Base on balls. Angel Hernandez, the first base umpire. No swing.
And once again, he came with a breaking ball. 3-2 count into Incaviglia and tried to get him to chase a breaking ball away, and he almost did.
First and third, one down for Eisenreich, who singled his first time up off the glove of the pitcher. The Rockies have turned 2 double plays, and they're at double play depth now. Eisenreich hitting at 328. Ball one. Big crowd here tonight again. They're predicting 60,000. They've already broken the all-time attendance record. Nice slider. One and a miss. 1-1.
Now the new ballpark is going to be a little cozier. It's going to be in the 40,000 range as we look at Eisenreich chase that pitch and miss it. But the dimensions are going to be a lot more fair. They're going to have deeper alleys, deeper down the lines because of the way the ball carries here in this light air.
Ball and a strike on Eisenreich. Chased a low pitch. Ball and 2 strikes on Eisenreich.
Got a nice letter from Jeanette Glassman in Margate, New Jersey. Wanted us to wish her daughter a happy birthday, a belated happy birthday this would be, but she didn't put her daughter's name on here. So happy birthday to Mrs. Glassman's daughter in Margate.
Struck him out on a high pitch. Unbelievable the way this guy has ducked out of trouble.
Yeah, it looked like he threw a fastball, too.
No, it wasn't a fastball. It was...
Yeah, it was. It was a high fastball.
Well, it had a little bite to it. I don't know whether
it cut it a little bit.
Might have cut it a little bit, but it was a bad pitch.
Eisenreich's another, as a left-handed hitter, he's a low ball hitter, and you know, you might have on a scouting report, if you get him in a spot, you might try and see if he'll chase a high fastball, and he did there.
It's up to Kevin Stocker, who grounded into a double play his first time up. Phillies have really had a couple of chances to do a lot of damage in this game. Stocker hitting .350 inside for a ball. Wouldn't think they'd give Stocker a whole lot to swing at with Ben Rivera coming up next. Now, if Incaviglia were on second, they'd walk him. Why don't they walk him anyway? What difference does it make? If you want to walk him, walk him. Fouled off.
Fregosi's of the opinion in this situation, you go right after this 8-hole hitter early in a ball game when it's tied like this, and try and get him out, and then lead off with the pitcher the next inning. That's Jim's philosophy. He does not like to walk 8-hole hitters, and Don Baylor probably feeling the same way. Baylor at one time played for Jim Fregosi. They are very good friends.
Missed outside. 2-1 the count. 1-1 tie, top of the fourth. Runners first and third, 2 outs for the Phils. Hit him. Well, he didn't walk him, but he hit him. And that'll load the bases for Ben Rivera. A good time for Ben to help his cause. He grounded out his first time up.
Ben does not have an RBI this year, and he has 2 in his career.
You know, he hit one over that fence in batting practice.
Did he?
Yeah. Of course, you and I could hit one over there now.
They do jump here. Winds changed too since the beginning of the ball game.
Well, he couldn't reach that one, but he swung at it. Strike one on Rivera.
The flags are blowing straight out to right when the game began, and very, very hard. They're blowing into the right field corner, I mean. And the ball was carrying to left in batting practice. The winds died down a little bit. Whoa.
Look out. Look out. That'll score a run. A wild pitch with a pitcher batting. That is a cardinal sin for a pitcher.
Really.
Phillies lead it 2-1.
Yeah, Ben Rivera is really an outman in the lineup, and Reynoso is trying to throw him breaking balls down and away to get him to chase him. And he just threw that one so bad that Girardi couldn't get to it.
Yeah, he got to the hitter he wanted to get to in this inning, and then throws the wild pitch.
Doesn't have to throw a perfect breaking ball to Rivera either for him to chase it, and you saw how tough that one was for Girardi.
Right through there, a ball and 2 strikes on Rivera. I don't think Reynoso will bounce another one up there against Ben. Big bounce. Mejia over to first, and that'll retire the side. The Phillies get a run on 1 hit and 1 wild pitch, 2 left on. Colorado batting in the fourth. Phil's lead 2-1.
Partner, sweet dreams, sweetheart.
Eric Bogosian, Alec Baldwin.
Come on, get him out of here now.
And Oliver Stone Film. Talk Radio.
Thursday at 8 on PHL 17.
You get a Mustang and I get
Each year, a shipment of school supplies arrives at community colleges nationwide. Here, students, handpicked by Ford dealers, earn degrees in automotive technology on Ford cars and trucks. All to give you service at your dealer you won't find anywhere else. Quality care, where the quality continues.
For quality service or to test drive one of the best-selling cars and trucks in America, see your local Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
When you move into a new house, little things are going to come up. Unexpected things. Things the previous owner forgot to mention. So to make your new house a home, turn to the book with more choices. It can even help if you want to get out of the house for a while. Bet your Bella Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bella Printing Company.
The official 1993 Phillies gift and souvenir catalog, courtesy of Kellogg's, is now available. The catalog features all your favorite Phillies items, including jackets, jerseys, T-shirts, caps, and much, much more. You can get the catalog free by calling the Phillies at 463-1000 and ask for a Phillies souvenir and gift catalog.
Happy birthday tonight to longtime Phillies fan Bill Graham. What's that, rain?
It's like snow.
What is that? It's raining a little bit. Bill Graham of Belmar, New Jersey, who's 61.
Dante Bichette, the batter, takes a strike. Bichette grounded out his first time up. Bichette, Hayes, and Clark. First three batters to face Ben Rivera. Phillies lead at 2-1. 1-1 the count. Bichette hitting at .314.
Leading the league in doubles, likes to hit the ball to right and right center. They're trying to get him to pull a little bit more in this ballpark, and I don't know that that's his stroke.
That is.
Yep.
Inside the chalk line, that could go for 3. He's going to try it, and I believe he's going to make it. Leadoff triple for Dante Bichette.
That's his stroke. He hits the ball to right and right center really well. It's 370 down the line here. So if you can get a ball down into the corner here, you get a lot of triples in this ballpark.
Ben's really gotten hurt by high pitches. Look at that hanger. That hung right up there by the letters.
Yeah, a high breaking ball, and it got into the corner. Seeing it hit that padding, it almost stopped. Just barely rolled out to Eisenreich. He had to go get it. And by that time, when Duncan made the relay from the 30-yard line, it was a long throw.
Charlie Hayes, the batter, infield back. Ball one to Hayes. He flied out to right field, his first at bat. Charlie hitting .300 right on the nose. Bichette, the tying run. In third, nobody out. See the big raindrops. Blue. Ball 2 to Hayes.
Fans are starting to come out with some slickers. You're seeing the umbrellas.
Rivera threw a high pitch to Clark, who singled. He threw a high pitch to Girardi, who singled. And a triple off the high pitch.
Oh, it's really starting to rain.
2-0 on Charlie Hayes. Whoa, better hurry. Got him.
Hayes didn't run that ball out. If he'd have run that ball out, he'd have beaten it. But he, you know, Charlie sometimes plays like that. That ball was an out off the bat, and he didn't break right away. He didn't run hard until Duncan fumbled it, and then it was a little too late.
He coasted.
Yep. If he runs hard right out of the box, he's safe.
Game is tied at 2-2. Charlie will get an RBI. Gerald Clark, who singled his first time up. Ball 1 to Clark. Well, Clark's hitting .281. He's done a pretty good job here. Good play, Hollins. Oh. There's an error. Clark stops at second.
Kruk tried to stay on the bag and stretch and didn't get there far enough either. I think Kruk thought he had a chance to stretch and catch the ball. Maybe we can see on a replay what happens here. They were wondering how Hollins was going to throw with the thumb. Let's see. See, yeah, you know, Kruk is on the bag, and I mean, I think Kruk probably should handle that ball. Yeah. Or if he can, he has to come off and catch it. That's not all Hollins' fault.
Can't let that go by him anyway. It's an error on Hollins, though. This is Joe Girardi, singled his first time up. Rivera. Oh, my goodness. Just got him. Kruk had to do a little fancy shifting on that play. Like the ball almost hit the runner.
Ben Rivera is very agile for a big man. Watch how quickly he gets off and how smooth he is and throws it. He does throw it into the runner a little bit, and Kruk shifts his weight well, shifts his feet very well. Fans, booed a little bit there, thinking he had come off the bag, but as you can see there, he certainly didn't.
Mejia, the second baseman, Roberto Mejia, singled and knocked in a run his first at bat. Clark's at third, 2 outs. Ball 1.
There's another one of those 8-hole situations with 2 outs and the pitcher on deck. How do you handle it?
Mejia not hitting much, 227. Hung another one. Rockies lead it 3-2. Another hanger.
Yeah, you're talking about him throwing high breaking balls, and you hate to see get hurt by the 8-hole hitter in that spot, but he made a bad pitch. You see, it's a hanging curve ball, and Mejia just hits it right back through the middle.
I mean, those are really bad pitches. In a sense, he's lucky they're not getting hit further. That's an unearned run because of the error. He on first, 2 outs. For Reynoso, the pitcher, fouled off for a strike. The Rockies have taken the lead 3-2. Sixth hit for the Rockies. 5 singles and a triple. Look out. Wild pitch. Wild pitch on Rivera. He on second.
Rivera hanging his breaking ball tonight, and also he bounces one here. It kicks off Dalton's glove, hit the batter, and then came back and hit Dalton.
A ball and a strike on the pitcher, Reynoso. Swung on that one. Bad pitch, and also bounced up there. Phillies score a lot of runs for Rivera, and looks like they're going to have to score quite a few tonight. Up there, struck him out. That'll retire the side, but 2 runs on 2 hits. Costly error, 1 left on. After 4 full innings, Rockies lead the Phillies 3-2.
When you win the Pennsylvania Lottery's Cash 5, you'll get all the cash all at once in one lump sum. And won't that feel good? Cash 5, all the cash all at once. To win the Pennsylvania Lottery's Cash 5 lump sum jackpot, just match 5 of 39 numbers. Any 5 numbers you're attached to. Cash 5, all the cash all at once.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in health care.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice.
It seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see.
Without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud, Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
And here's how they scored. John Kruk knocked in a run with a double in the first inning. The Rockies tied it in the second on an RBI hit by Roberto Mejia. Phillies got a 2-1 lead in the fourth inning on a wild pitch by Reynoso, and then the Rockies have just gone ahead in the fourth on an infield out RBI by Charlie Hayes and a 2-out single to center by Mejia once again. 3-2 as we go to the fifth.
Top of the order, Dykstra, Duncan, and Kruk to face Reynoso. First time the Phillies have been behind in this ballpark. Foul ball, strike one on Dykstra. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored in the first inning.
Ruth and Herb Halladay from Clearwater here in Denver for the series. See a lot of them during spring training as Herb works for Eddie Ferenz at Jack Russell.
Getting to see a lot of them during the season, too.
They do travel.
They're all over the place. Loop foul. Strike 2 on Dykstra. Nobody's touched that left field fence in this game yet. Oh, that ball is hit well. That ball is out of here. Home run, Lenny Dykstra. Whoa, on a 2-strike count. His 14th homer, his 39th run batted in. We're tied again at 3-3.
Reynoso tried to come inside with a rare fastball. Maybe a purpose, pitch to set up an out pitch for him. And Dykstra is like he knew it was coming. He anticipated it almost, fired his hip out and hit a long home run. It amazes you sometimes how strong he is, too. Watch him, watch his hip fire out. Boom! As he saw that fastball coming in on him.
Duncan the batter. Dunk is 0 for 2. Grounded out, lined out. Fouled it off for a strike. Brand new ball game, tied 3-3, top of the fifth.
You don't come into this ballpark and expect to see too many pitchers duels.
Well, Holland pitched a shutout here last time we were in Colorado. Ball and a strike now on Mariano.
And Tommy Green almost did.
Inside. Nobody out. Still raining. Not quite as hard as it was. Knocked him up. Girardi, I believe, has room. He does. One down. John Kruk, the batter, 1 for 2 with a double and a run batted in. Kruk hitting .338. The rough man, Bruce Ruffin, warming up. I think he'd be awfully reluctant to bring in too many left-hand pitchers in this park, but the Phillies do have a lot of left-hand hitters tonight. There's a good pitch.
The Rockies are a team with hardly any left-handed hitters. Cole and Boston, and they're in the lineup. They're all right-handed off the bench. And no switch hitters.
Base hit, John Kruk. Right up the middle, a 1-out single for Krucker, his second hit of the game. And the batter will be Dave Hollins, who has walked and flied out to right. And a wild one in St. Louis. Cardinals lead San Diego 6-4 in the sixth. Both Bennis and Tewksbury really getting belted around. Cardinals have a lead. Oh, it's raining hard now. Strike called on Hollins. He's hitting .282. Kruk's on first, one down. We're in the top of the fifth. Game tied at 3-3.
Get out in center field of that rain. Looks like it's raining sideways.
1-1 the count to Hollins.
Look at that.
Cincinnati shut out the Mets 6-0. Pittsburgh clobbering the Giants 10-3 in the ninth. Just outside.
Atlanta Braves, who have had trouble picking up ground on the Pirates or on the Giants because the Giants have been so hot, have a shot tonight.
There's 7.5 going in, and it looks like, well, the Braves have won 3-2. That's final. Schmaltz won it.
Randy Marsh is trying to shake things up a little bit here, Whitey, because it's raining pretty hard. And Girardi's going out there to talk to Reynoso.
Mike Piazza hit a Dodger homer, a 2-runner, his 24th. Houston over Florida 4-0. They're in the top of the ninth, playing in Houston. Chase to high pitch, 2-2 the count.
Seems like the only time Reynoso throws a fastball, he tries to throw it up and see if they'll chase it. And so far tonight, he's gotten a number of Phillies hitters to chase high fastballs.
Puck on first, one down. Struck him out. It's only the third strikeout for Reynoso, but he's picked up a couple of them in key spots. Here's Dalton. Dutch has walked and tripled and scored a run. Hitting at .258. Hit. Kruk will go to third. Dalton now will go to second. Kruk held at third by Larry Boa. That'll go for a double for Dalton. So runners second and third with 2 outs for guess who? Pete Incaviglia.
That ball went off Gerald Clark's glove, and then Mejia, as you see him there, made a dive for it. There it goes off Gerald Clark's glove. He slows it up. Mejia dives and tries to stop it. He deflects it and slows it up a little bit. And by the time Dante Bichette can come all the way in from right field, it's a double for Dalton.
Pete's been up there all 3 times with a chance to do some damage. He grounded into a double play in the first with the bases loaded, walked in the 4th inning, so he's 0 for 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Right one on that slider. And a pitch to hit there, too. Our center field cameraman out there is going to get a little nauseous. I mean, he's bouncing around. It's a ball and a strike on Incaviglia.
It's really windy out there.
Tie that man down.
Boy, these guys have a lot of mound conferences. Girardi and Reynoso.
A ball and a strike. Runners second and third, 2 outs. 3-3 tie here in the top of the 5th. High and inside. 2-1 the count. In the heart hardest balls I've ever seen hit was the ball that Incaviglia hit to Baez, the shortstop, Sunday in the Mets game.
That was awesome.
And I asked him last night on the plane, I said, Pete, have you ever hit a ball harder than that? And he said, never.
Yeah.
I mean, that got there like a rocket. 3-1 the count.
Well, it knocked him backwards. The shortstop. Think he'll throw him a fastball?
No.
I won't either.
If he does, it'll be bad.
That's why Incaviglia right now has to be disciplined and look for a pitch in a zone. Because he still has another pitch to play with, up 3-1.
Base hit through the middle. That'll score 2. Dalton scores after Kruk. Big 2-out single for Pete Incaviglia. The Phillies lead it 5-3.
Incaviglia now with 72 runs batted in, and he was disciplined then. It looked like Reynoso was trying to go away from him, and he just hit the ball back through the middle. He didn't take the big home run swing that he's been taking earlier. Watch here. Reynoso once again tries to go away with a breaking ball. He didn't get it as far away as he wanted, but still it was the swing that he took. He was under control.
Don Baylor's coming out, and looks like he's calling for Bruce Ruffin out of the bullpen. Pete hit that one away from him, a little off the end of the bat. So we are going to get a pitching change here as Ruffin's coming in. Pitching change for the Rockies. Phillies lead at 5-3. We'll be back in a moment.
Through the middle, and he gets himself a couple RBIs.
Eisenreich is 1 for 2 with a single. Bruce Ruffin. A little high with a slider, ball 1. Missed inside. 2-0 the count. Eisenreich's hitting at .327. High in the air, Bichette over. And makes the play to retire the side, but the Phillies 3 runs on 4 hits. And 1 man left on base. Rockies hitting in the home 5th with the Phillies leading 5-3. Else there's the I plan. And by your local Quality Plus Ford dealer, now's the time to save big on the best-selling cars and trucks in America during our Ford dealers model year end clearance. Top of the order, Alex Cole leads it off. Ball 1. It'll be Cole, Castilla, and Boston to face Ben Rivera, who has the lead again, 5-3. Good curveball. 1-1 the count. Cole is 0 for 2. Ball 2 and a strike on Alex Cole. He's hitting at .265.
Ben Rivera has never in this game really had command of his curveball. He'll throw a good one once in a while, but for the most part, he's either bouncing it or hanging it.
Stocker. Ooh, close, but they got him. Cole gets down that line in a hurry.
Yeah, and this infield is very, very bad because of the football game here last night. The infielders are playing back on their heels a little bit, it looks like. And with Cole's speed, Stocker just did get him. Kruk had a low throw, but it wasn't in the dirt.
Then Castilla is 0 for 2. Grounded out, flied out. Hitting at .273.
But this Vinny Castilla has 7 doubles, 7 triples, 7 homers. He sounds like a slot machine. It's
Triple sevens.
It's a lot of balls to right and right center, and in this big ballpark, you can get some triples.
Just a bad curve there. 1-1 the count. Ben keeps throwing those hooks.
Well, he has to throw them. You know, I mean, he only throws 2 pitches, really. Once in a while, he'll throw a changeup, but he throws fastball, curveball, and that's about it.
I think he has a good enough fastball, though, to throw a few more.
Yeah, he just threw one to Cole and jammed him with it and got him to roll out the short.
3-1 the count. 63,193 here tonight. Walked him. Didn't want to do that.
No, you don't want to walk people here. This is kind of like playing at Wrigley Field when you come into this ballpark. You want to make people earn it.
It's his first walk. Darrell Boston is 1 for 2 with a single. Boston hitting at .248. Missed low, ball 1 to Boston. Still raining, not as hard, but still coming down. This game is not official until this half inning is over. Boston chased a bad curve. 1-1 the count. Anybody ever swing at a strike anymore?
Well, Boston's never been a good breaking ball hitter. He is a fastball hitter, and he's a low fastball hitter. And he will chase a lot of off-speed stuff and get it near the plate.
Uh-oh. And Cavilla has room. You don't need much more than that to get it over that fence.
And he hit that one off the end of the bat, too, but hit it way in the air. And Pete almost tripped just as he went to catch that ball. See if we can see it. It's a high breaking ball and right off the end of the bat for Boston. Now, as Incaviglia goes to catch this, he takes a little divot.
Yeah.
Little stumble
there. A little ballet step that he had. 2 down with Castillo on first. Dante Bichette, the batter, has tripled, scored a run, and grounded out. He's 1 for 2.
This guy's a good-looking hitter. You have to make good pitches to Dante Bichette to get him out.
Ball 1 to Bichette. Castillo, not much of a threat to go. He's stolen 1. Out of play, 1-1 to count. We're in the bottom of the 5th. The Phillies lead it 5-3. Todd Pratt has found a way to keep his head dry. I guess it won't hurt the mid-inning. Kurt Schilling. Schilling will open the Houston series. Chased a bad pitch. I'm going to get a little recording up here and push that button. Chased a bad pitch.
Well, but there's sometimes reasons guys chase bad pitches. I mean, you get ahead in the count, you throw a breaking ball down away, and they'll chase it.
Can't see any reason to chase a ball that bounces up there. Well, unless you're a midget.
I mean, that's the way they tell guys to do that. Bounce it up there when you get ahead in the count a little bit and see if they'll chase it.
A ball and 2 strikes on Bichette. We'll bounce another one. A fastball fouled off.
And he had a late swing at a fastball because he had just chased a breaking ball. He was wary of that breaking ball from Ben Rivera.
First of a 3-game series, same time tomorrow night, and Thursday's a day game here. Oh, right at Stocker. Another hanger, but he got away with it. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. After 5 full innings, Phillies 5, the Rockies 3. 463-1000, or stop by the Phillies ticket office at Veterans Stadium. This football game is sponsored by Super Pretzel Soft Pretzels, Herman's World of Sporting Goods, WOGL, and the Philadelphia Inquirer. That's Saturday, October 30th, Navy, Notre Dame.
Wes Chamberlain's in the on-deck circle. They got Ben Rivera through 5 as he struggled tonight. Roger Mason up with all these right-handed hitters in the lineup for Colorado, so Rivera will be finished after 5.
Kevin Stocker facing Bruce Ruffin. Ground ball, base hit, center field for Stocker. That makes him 1 for 2. He had grounded into a double play and was hit by a pitch. And Wes Chamberlain will come out and bat for Rivera. The Phillies stay ahead. Rivera could win it. We had a clap of thunder here between innings here that here comes another one. Lightning. Chamberlain hitting at 287. Stocker not much of a lead over there. Phillies lead 5-3. We're in the top of the 6th. Stocker's on first. Nobody out. Another throw over there. Ruffin's never had a great move to first. West put on a little batting practice exhibition here tonight with that short porch and left. Ball 1 to Chamberlain.
And Mike Ryan brought enough baseballs for batting practice in this place. They were playing Chamberlain well over towards second base with his shortstop, and trying anticipation of a double play. There you see Castilla, so he's a big hole on the left side.
Cut, missed it. 1-1 the count. Big cut at Ruffin's slider. Stocker's on first. Nobody out. A ball and a strike on Chamberlain. We're in the top of the 6th. Trying to keep Stocker close. I don't think Stocker will be running, and I don't think they'll be hit and running with Chamberlain. Ooh, good cut, fouled it off. And his pitch there. High slider. Just shaking his head. Wes has a lot of meetings with himself. Rivera through for the evening. Pitcher of record as things now stand. Wasn't one of Ben's better ball games.
It was a hang-in-there job for him tonight.
Stocker was going on the pitch. He'll get a stolen base. Ball was in the dirt. Girardi had no chance to make any kind of a play. Stocker with his 3rd stolen base.
Stocker's on his own in that situation. He's already seen that Ruffin has little or no move to first base, so he knows he can get a jump, and he also anticipates that Chamberlain's going to get a breaking ball in that situation, which is what happened. Ball's in the dirt, and he steals a base easily. Kevin Stocker's a very intelligent player.
2-2 the count on Chamberlain. Rockies bat. Easy play. Stocker has to hold at second. With 1 away, Lenny Dykstra, the batter. He's had a good night. He's singled, scored a run, hit a home run. So he's knocked in 1 and scored 2 tonight. For Lenny Dykstra, that's 109 runs. He's way ahead of everybody else. I think he's ahead of Bonds by about 11 or 12 runs. Check swing, foul ball. He's ahead of Bonds by 12 right now. What did Bonds do today, I wonder? Or tonight? The Giants aren't scoring many. I think they'd only had one. And they were going into the 8th inning. Pittsburgh was ahead in that game 10-3 going into the 9th inning.
John Burkett was after his 19th win, and he was gone in the 3rd.
Steve Cook, a guy who has pitched the only complete game of the season against the Phillies. Winner in that game. Two strikes on Dykstra. Pretty good slider by Ruffin.
Talk about a guy who has some meetings with himself. Sonny Dykstra is always talking to himself when he steps out of that box. Here he goes again.
Popped him up. Shallow right. Ooh, that ball's carrying a little. Dykstra's out, second out of the inning, and Mariano Duncan will bat. Well, he had a high slider to hit, got under it. So Stocker's on second, 2 outs for Duncan. Mariano was 0 for 3. Grounded out, lined out, fouled out. Dunk hitting at 281.
Big raindrops coming down now. It's starting to scatter the crowd again.
Strike one on Duncan. We'll pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Strike one on Duncan. Stockard leads off second. Ball and a strike on Dunk.
Here's your buddy.
Little Nap, we call him. Nap, short for Napoleon.
Don Zimmer, what a good guy.
Baseball's great ambassadors. Down ball to the shortstop. Duncan's out. That'll retire the side. No runs, a hit. One left on. Rockies batting in the 6th. Phillies lead 5-3.
It's been a record-breaking year at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer. So how should we bring it to a close? With a record-breaking clearance. Enjoy a selection of Concord's Automobile Magazine's Automobile of the Year and remarkable savings on all these 93 cars and minivans, like roomy Plymouth Voyager. Save thousands. Save up to $1,900 on the sporty Plymouth Duster and up to $1,325 on the luxurious LeBaron convertible. The record-breaking clearance now at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
Some people hate to stop for gasoline. We do it for a living. Just going from one Sunoco station to another. Checking to make sure a gallon is a gallon. That the octane you pay for is the octane you get. So next time you have to get gasoline, think of us. We have to stop 1,183 times this year.
And now Sunoco will accept any valid gasoline credit card when you apply for a Sunoco card. And we'll give you a free, dictionary.
Apply for a Sunoco card and you'll never be at a loss for words.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Negative.
To save pennies per call on your 800 service, would you risk losing sales?
No way.
No. Not a chance.
That's what over 9 out of 10 800 users we surveyed said. Introducing Maximum Advantage from AT&T. Now you can automatically get AT&T's lowest price guarantee on the most reliable 800 service in the business. Know anyone who can beat that?
No.
Maximum Advantage from AT&T, the best in the business.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. And by the American Express card. Don't leave home without it. The rain's coming down here harder. Roger Mason, the new Phillies pitcher here in the 6th, will face Hayes, Gerald Clark, and Joe Girardi. Mason has done a pretty good job. Most of his negative stuff came before he joined the Phillies.
Or in one game against the Giants.
Yeah,
horrible weekend.
He took one for the team against the Giants. Ball 1 to Charlie Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 2, flied out, grounded out, did knock in a run on the ground ball.
The rain is bothering Hayes, but he's going to have to get in there because they're not going to stop play, it would appear, at least at this point.
Foul ball, I think, out of play behind the dugout. Oh, that sucker came back.
Wind brought it back.
Bring it back that much?
Yep.
I mean, he had plenty of room by the time it came back.
Yeah, and this is a great play by Dalton, too, because it's an easier play for Hollins. You see Dalton has to lean for it at the last second.
And look up into that rain.
Really a terrific play by Darren Dalton. He's so athletic.
Hayes is out, 1 down. Gerald Clark, the batter, 1 for 2 with a single. And a run scored. Strike 1 on Gerald Clark. Clark hitting at 280. Off the end of the bat. Fair ball. Clark makes the play. 2 quick outs here in the 6th. And catcher Joe Girardi will bat. Girardi is 1 for 2 with a single. Mason has come in throwing strikes.
Roger Mason's been a heck of a pickup by Lee Thomas. I mean, just a perfect pitcher for this ball club in his setup roles.
On ball to Stocker. 1, 2, 3 quick inning for Roger Mason as the Rockies go down in order. Harry Kellis joins Wheels in the 7th. After 6 full, Phillies lead the Rockies 5-3.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
You get a Mustang and I get
Each year, a shipment of school supplies arrives at community colleges nationwide. Here, students, handpicked by Ford dealers, earn degrees in automotive technology on Ford cars and trucks. All to give you service at your dealer you won't find anywhere else. Quality care, where the quality continues.
For quality service or to test drive one of the best-selling cars and trucks in America, see your local Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
It's a really good-looking baseball jacket, free for kids 14 and under. Compliments of Acme and Kraft when the Phillies play the Reds Sunday, August 29th at 1:35. They'll make a racket to get this jacket. Call 463-1000.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Phillies 5 and the Rockies 3. Tomorrow at 8, Darien must prevent 2 teenage fugitives from breaking into the U.S. Treasury's computer on time tracks, only on PHL 17. The rains continue to fall here at Mile High Stadium. Back for play-by-play, Harry Callis.
All right, thanks, Wheels. And leading off will be John Kruk. Krucker has doubled, struck out, and singled. He's knocked in a run and scored a run. Facing Bruce Ruffin, who came in the 5th. Krucker fooled by a breaking ball. No balls and a strike to John Kruk. Bills leading 5-3 here in the 7th. Fastball inside to him. Kind of bailing on a foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ruffin started some games. Seems to have found his niche here in the bullpen. Kruk lifetime against him, nothing for 2. Still 1-2. Send along our best to Cindy Burdick, watching the game in Philadelphia. Cindy's sister Susan here at the ballpark. Balls and 2 strikes to Kruk. That'll probably be followed by his slider.
Well, he has Kruk pulling off, so you would think he's going to try and go away from him to get him out.
He did, but he laid off it. It's a full count. 3-2 to John Kruk. Is that one out of play? Now stays full to the Krucker. Dave Hollins will be next, and then Darren Dalton. Kruk's aboard with a walk. His 90th walk this year. He's 4th in the league in bases, earned balls, and the batter will be Dave Hollins. Hollins' walk, fly to deep right, and struck out. That right here against Ruffin, hitting .345 right-handed.
He's faced Ruffin twice this year. Bruce has gotten him out both times.
Kim Baptiste has done an admirable job filling in while Hollins has been out. It's so hard to keep Hollins out. Ground ball, Charlie Hayes. They got 1. They won't get 2. They got Kruk at second base. Hollins safe at first on a fielder's choice. It's amazing. Hollins, who had that hammock bone removed from his hand, same surgery that Joe Girardi had. And Hollins was out 15 days and Girardi was out 60. It's hard to keep Dave out. He probably does rush himself back into the lineup, maybe too soon, but it's hard to keep him out of the lineup.
Yeah, well, they'd rather put him back in when he says he's ready to go, and he's ready to go right now.
Darren Dalton's had a good game, a walk, a triple, and a double. He has scored 2 runs.
I think one of the things that people misconstrue is that Dave Hollins is an everyday player. He's proved that. Now, whether Kim Baptiste is or not, you don't know. But Kim Baptiste right now, by playing as an extra man, is contributing to this club, and you're trying to win as many games as you can, and that's the way it's working out.
And it really looks like Kim Baptiste has found his position. He looks like he should be at third base.
Yeah, well, he's not a good shortstop. You know, he just struggles at shortstop position, and yet when he goes to third, he plays well there. And, you know, I've heard people say, well, they didn't give him a chance at shortstop. They gave him a chance at shortstop, and he struggled with the position, and they knew he wasn't going to play it well enough. I mean, you don't have to play a guy there 100 games sometimes to know that he's struggling at a position. At third, he's quick, he reacts well to the ball, and he's confident there. At shortstop, he was very tentative.
His problem is that Hollins is a young player and plays a lot of games, so that doesn't, in the Phillies uniform, give Batiste much of an opportunity to play. 1 ball and 1 strike, rather 2 balls and 1 strike now to Dalton.
With this situation the Phillies have this year, it's so healthy. I mean, they have so many players who are contributing. They're having a magic year. And everybody'd like to be an everyday player. They can't be.
Dave Hollins gets back. He's a 1-out base runner here in the 7th. Bills lead 5-3. Fouls it back. They caught the hand of plate umpire Randy Marsh. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Phillies don't run a whole lot with Darren Dalton at home plate. This would be a good time if Hollins wanted to run on his own. They're not going to give him a steal, and you don't play hit and run with Dalton in this situation. But you might anticipate a breaking ball down, which would be a tough pitch for Girardi to throw on. As I said, they don't run much with Dalton hitting.
And he pops a foul out of play. It's still 2-2 to Dutch Dalton. Dalton, no RBIs tonight, but he's walked, tripled, and doubled, and scored 2 runs. And a tremendous series here, our first series in at Mile High.
Hollins could steal 20-25 bases, but with the spot he's hitting in the lineup, 4 and Dalton behind him, he's just not going to run very much.
It's a full count to Darren Dalton.
Now he'll run.
Pete Incaviglia waiting on deck. Struck him out, strike out, throw out, double play. And that will retire the side. For the Bills, no runs, hits, errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time at Mile High. It's 5-3 Phillies.
On Real Stories of the Highway Patrol.
We got chase in progress right at 100 miles an hour.
A highway chase ensues for miles.
We're right at 115.
Reaching deadly speeds until the driver loses all control. Plus,
could you tell me what happened? You shot up some heroin earlier tonight?
Yeah. A deadly substance turns a California man's world upside down. On Real Stories of the Highway Patrol.
Tomorrow at 7:30 on PHL 17.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
To win the Pennsylvania Lottery's Cash 5 lump sum jackpot, just match 5 of 39 numbers. Any 5 numbers you're attached to. Cash 5. All the cash, all at once. When you win the Pennsylvania Lottery's Cash 5, we'll give you all the cash all at once. In one lump sum. All you have to do is pick it up. Cash 5. All the cash, all at once.
Hi, I'm Dick Vermeil with a Blue Cross Blue Shield health tip. Medical myth or fact? A child with a fever or cold should not drink milk. Myth. There is nothing inherent in milk that will thicken mucus. The mucus during the cold is caused by a lack of water, which is why you're told to drink lots of liquid.
Phil's lead at 5-3. They've had men on base in every inning except the third, as they've really kept the offensive pressure on. Lenny Dykstra 2 for 4 with a homer. Now 109 runs scored. Darren Dalton, a big game so far with a couple of hits, a double and a triple. He scored 2 and walked. And Roberto Mejia batting out of the 8-hole, 2 for 2 with a couple of runs batted in for the Colorado Rockies.
And Mejia will lead it off. Jim Tatum has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for Bruce Ruffin, and then it'll be the top of the order. Alex Cole bunts it foul, first base side. 1 strike to Mejia. There's Tatum.
And right-hander Steve Reed is up in the bullpen.
There he is. Side-wheeling right-hander, Reed.
It's like that Kent Tekulve, who was over in the radio booth taking in the game tonight. As he'll be on tomorrow night on Sports Channel. Tico love that guy.
Fouls it back and out of play, 0-2.
Boy, Mejia is pulling off Roger Mason. I mean, they really shouldn't give him anything to hit middle in. Just stay away from him.
Sets up outside and he pops it. Foul, playable. Kruk squeezes, 1 down. And it'll bring on Jim Tatum to bat for Bruce Ruffin.
This guy's had a heck of a year as a pinch hitter. He has 19 pinch hits, and the record in the season is 24 by Jose Morales.
Stat sheet says 17.
Oh, 17. Okay, 17.
17 for 56. That's a lot of plate appearances. A pinch hitter, 1 home run.
Talking about him in the paper today, you know, he's only 25 years old. He'd like to play every day, but he's very happy to be here and pinch hitting as much as he is.
Hitting .233, and he lost a foul out of play.
Don Baylor said he'd like to see him get that record because it's, you know, that's a heck of an accomplishment to get that many pinch hits in a year.
Yeah.
Lately, they've been winning, so they haven't used Tatum that much.
A ball's and a strike to Jim Tatum. 1-1. Swinging pretty hard right now, as you can see. But the game continues. Started raining in the 5th inning. Good breaking ball, 1-2 to Tatum.
It's a hardy bunch here, but this is getting them now.
Yeah, it is really coming down now. Line drive center field. Dykstra there. Almost came in too far. Lenny does not like this center field at all. It's a vast garden out there.
And the ball really carries as that one did. Oh, is it raining hard right
Probably
now?
had a little rain in his eye, too, trying to catch that ball.
Andy Marsh is hanging in there with this one.
Batter is Alex Cole, who's flied out and twice grounded out. Game, of course, is official. We're in the 7th. Phil's lead at 5-3. Bouncing ball chopped to Duncan. He juggles, won't recover. It'll be an error on Duncan. Philly's second error of the night. Cole's at first base with 2 outs for Vinny Castilla.
Duncan charging on that ball, zigzagging out there on that wet infield, and he just boots it.
Castilla is 0 for 2 with a walk. Ben Rivera in his 5 innings only allowed the 1 walk. He had 1 strikeout. One ball and no strikes. It's raining real hard here, and then it subsides a little bit. That's why they continued playing. There goes Cole. No throw by Dalton. A called strike. Stolen base number 25 for Alex Cole. 1-1 the count to Castilla.
Cole got a great jump, but Dalton had a shot because he had a fastball. Or a little bit of a cutter to handle. You see, that's a terrific jump. Mason takes a long time to get the ball to the plate, but Dalton did have a shot at him if he could have handled it.
Chase the low and away slider, 1-2.
Mason is so nasty on right-handed batters, and Castilla's another guy. He's a pull-off hitter. I think Dalton's going to stay away from him too. The Phillies play him away. They shade him. Like Incaviglia's in left center and Dykstra's over towards right center. So you might as well pitch him away. See that defense.
Called out on strikes on a slider on the outside corner, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the 8th. Phil's lead 5-3.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud.
You ever eat bear?
No.
You're gonna like it. Tastes just like chicken.
What's that?
Look, if you want the taste of chicken, come to Roy Rogers, where 5 pieces of Roy's incredible fried chicken are just $3.99.
So, what do you think? Great. Tastes just like chicken.
Roy Rogers.
It was like a nightmare. I was scared, angry. But later I realized how lucky we were to be with Nationwide Insurance.
The robbery really devastated Don's family. Obviously, I got one of our claims people involved right away.
They were very supportive.
Because it is
They wrote us in advance and promised to get everything back to the way it was.
being there and getting their life back to normal. That's what mattered most.
Nationwide is on your side.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when. By Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Steve Reed is the new pitcher for the Rockies, a 6'2", 202-pounder. He's 27 years old. He was the 4th pick in the 3rd round of the Major League expansion draft from San Francisco. 6-4 his record in 40 relief appearances, 2 saves, a 4.42 ERA. 55 innings, 58 hits, 27 earned runs. Given up quite a few home runs in those 55 innings, 9 of them. 33 strikeouts and 22 walks. He was the minor league Rolaids relief specialist of the year when he saved 43 games last year in the Giants chain, 23 for Shreveport and 20 for Phoenix.
That was what went on between innings as a ground crew talking to home plate umpire Randy Marsh. And the rain has, really let up quite a bit here as we begin the 8th inning.
Larry Anderson starting to throw in the Phillies bullpen. Pete Incaviglia has grounded into a double play, walked, singled to knock in the go-ahead runs, and slams this one in the gap to left center. Incaviglia will get a double on it. So Incaviglia got a 2-run, 2-out single to put the Phillies ahead 5-3 in the 5th. Leads off this 8th with a double, and the batter will be Jim Eisenreich.
Steve Reed has blanked the opposition in his last 8 outings, has a scoreless stretch of 11 innings as Incaviglia rips his double to left center to lead off the inning. That's a fastball from the side that he ran back in. He did not want to get it into that spot to Incaviglia. Darnell Coles had to play it off the wall.
Phillies' 10th hit of the night, and it'll bring on Jim Eisenreich. He has an infield single. He struck out and flied out to right field. Ball pulled foul. No balls and a strike to Eisenreich. Breaking ball found the outside corner, 0-2. Pokes a base hit to center field. Incaviglia had to make sure it wouldn't be caught, so he'll hold at third base, and the Phillies have runners at first and third and nobody out.
Yeah, even though the bottom of the order is coming up, it's not like the bottom of the order because they're going to hit for Mason in this situation. So Larry Ball wanted to make sure then, as Harry said, that ball looked like it had a chance to be caught by Mejia. So Incaviglia got a very late break off second. Boa saw that with nobody out. He's not going to run Incaviglia into a potential out.
Brings on Kevin Stocker, who has grounded into a double play, been hit by a pitch and singled. Milt Thompson has moved into the on-deck circle. To bat for the pitcher Mason.
But the Rockies might play the infield in as we look at Thompson there with nobody out, but they have the infield at double play depth, so they're going to give up a run on a double play, which is strange late in the ballgame when you're down by 2.
Rockies will get a left-hander up in the bullpen. Probably that Gary Wayne.
That would be correct. There he is. Phillies have seen him quite a few times this year.
There goes Eisenreich, and he's safe. He steals second base. Got a big jump. He doesn't steal many, but he's always successful. 5 for 5.
Well, Eisenreich's banking on getting a good jump, but also that Girardi has to look the runner back at third. And Girardi had to take that quick peek and now makes a strong throw and almost got him. Good slide. He slid to the outside part of the bag because they took the throw up.
Now the infield is in tight with the runners at second and third and nobody out. 1 ball and no strikes to Stocker. In the inside corner, it's 1-1. Bills lead 5-3, trying to increase that lead here in the 8th. Call, the bullpen ball is loose. One ball and 1 strike. Well hit to deep right. This ball has a chance. It's out of here. 3-run home run, Kevin Stocker. And the Phils now lead it by a score of 8-3. Number 2 for Stocker.
Well, Harry, you mentioned this guy throws a lot of home run balls, the Steve Reed, and boy, did Stocker turn on that thing. He'll surprise you with his strength. The other home run he hit left-handed was off Beck.
Rob Beck.
Yep. Here he goes, and this ball's in on him a little bit. Look at him get his hip out there. Here you see it. It's a fastball that runs a little bit, but nowhere near. He wanted to run that down and away from it, hung out over the plate, and he launched it.
So the Phils now lead it by a score of 8-3, and the batter will be Milt Thompson batting for Roger Mason. Mason 2 strong innings tonight. No runs, no hits, 1 strikeout, no walks. Thompson hitting at .252. As a pinch hitter, Milt is 5 for 19. He slams that ball past Gerald Clark and down the right field line. Thompson will get 2, probably 3. He's heading for third. It'll be a triple for Milt Thompson.
But Steve Reed came into this game, as we mentioned, with 11 consecutive scoreless innings, and the opposition hadn't scored in 8 outings, and the Phillies are torching that stat.
Yeah, he's given up the cycle now. Double, single, homer, triple.
Yeah, when the ball gets down in the corner and you can run a little bit, as far out as it is, 270, you're going to get triples out of it.
This will be it for Reed. He'll call on the left-hander Gary Wayne to come in out of the bullpen. So Gary Wayne comes on for Steve Reed. He's given up 3 runs, and he's responsible for the runner at third. Still nobody out. Pitching change for the Rockies. We're in the 8th. Phils lead 8-3. Back after these messages.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
Do you want your car done right?
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
Quality all the way.
Experience counts. The customer comes first. Satisfaction guaranteed.
We're only as good as our people. That's why Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
30-year-old left-hander Gary Wayne is the new pitcher, 6'3", 193-pounder. Comes out of Dearborn, Michigan. Wayne is appearing in his 49th game, 3 wins, 3 losses, 1 save, a 5.32 ERA. 44 innings of work, 51 hits and 26 earned runs. He struck out 32 and walked 19. He'll be facing Lenny Dykstra here with Milt Thompson at third base. Nobody out. 3 runs across, and the Phillies lead at 8-3. Dykstra's 2 out of 4. He has singled, popped up, homered, and flied out. Scored 2 runs, boosting his league-leading total to 109 runs scored. Lenny has played every game and started them all but one. Shows no signs of tiring. Breaking ball for a ball, 1-0.
I asked Fergosi about that last week in his pregame radio show, and he said just what you're saying about tiring, and also he talks to Dykstra about, well, maybe one of these days, and Lenny gives no indication that he wants one, nor does he look like he needs one, so he plays.
And he likes to play.
Well, Fergosi feels, Harry, that Lenny basically missed 2 years with all those injuries that he had. So he thinks that Lenny is just playing himself, but not just anymore, but has played himself back into the terrific offensive player he was before all the injuries and problems came along. So he thinks that he needs to just keep playing, and he says he knows when to take him out.
He'd be really antsy of sitting around not starting anyhow.
Oh.
He'd expend as much energy if he was sitting on the bench as when he's on the field. Right. He'd walk up and down.
Exactly. And has he showed one sign that he needs a rest? No.
No. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a strong man right there.
Rips the ball, but foul.
Lenny Dykstra could probably hit 20 or 25 home runs every year if he were to adopt that kind of hitting style. You know, if he were to hit third, let's say, and say he'd be in an RBI spot in the lineup and want to pull the ball more, but he isn't. You know, he's in that leadoff spot doing it better than anybody in baseball, and he still has hit 14 home runs. Right. So just think if he wanted to turn on a lot of balls.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Dykstra. Foul that one out of play. Still 2-2. There's the ageless one. Larry Anderson.
Wondering where he is. Oh, that's right. We're in Denver tonight. Okay.
Wide for a ball. Full count. For a ball. He walks for the 98th time. Leads the league in that department. Philly runners first and third. Still nobody out for Mariano Duncan. He's wearing an 0 for 4 collar. He's grounded out, line to center, fouled out, and grounded out. And now the Rockies will drop back to double play depth. Pitching staff have been pitching well coming into this series, but the Phillies really have scored a lot of runs against Colorado this year.
Especially here.
One ball and no strikes.
Well, the Phillies are a very difficult lineup.
Up and down the line. Yeah. I mean, when you got a guy in the 8-hole, Kevin Stocker, who's hitting .354. You know, Eisenreich, a 300 hitter in the 7-hole.
It's a difficult lineup.
Yes, it is.
You're going to score runs, especially when you come in and face this kind of pitching in this ballpark.
Two balls and no strikes. Pitch. Here comes Thompson in to score. Dykstra moves to second. The second runner that's been wild pitched in tonight by Colorado pitching, and the Phillies now lead at 9-3. It's 3-0 to Duncan. We might just have a green light here. Jim Fregosi is free with the green lights and might give one to Dunk. That's the 7th wild pitch uncorked by Wayne.
There's Milt Thompson, who came off the bench in this inning, tripled and scored, and Don Baylor has that look like, well, this is one of those nights. Go get him tomorrow.
Colorado pitching this year has uncorked 63 wild pitches. That's a lot. Duncan took the pitch. It's 3-1. Next highest is Florida with 52.
There's a pattern there, huh?
Full count. Ricky and Ron Wankner of Absecon, New Jersey here. A lot of Phillies fans here in Denver for this 3-game series.
I've noticed that quite a bit this year with the Phillies having this terrific season. How many Phillies fans are on the road watching the ball club.
Well hit to deep left center field. This ball stays in the park, hits off the fence. Dykstra will score his 3rd run of the game. Duncan with a double. And the Phils now lead it 10-3. Still nobody out here in the 8th.
It's tough to keep Duncan on an over. He usually gets a hit or two when he plays, and Gary Wayne throws him a high fastball and he nails it in the gap in left center. And Lenny Dykstra, just amazing, all these runs he's scoring.
110 now. That'll bring on John Kruk. Krucker has doubled, struck out, singled, and walked. Failed on a breaking ball. It was a little bit high, and the Rockies now will get some more bullpen activity. Right-hander getting up.
I believe that's at Marcus Moore.
Yep. See it is. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gary Anderson now is no longer warming up. He started warming when the Phillies started this inning. That was 6 hitters ago. One ball and 2 strikes to Kruk.
This guy really has him pulling off.
Larry Wayne. Here's Larry Anderson warming up at the Phillies bullpen.
Better not squat like that too long. He'll have trouble standing up again.
He's a beauty.
Cool.
1 and 2 to Kruk. Struck him out for the first out of the inning. And it'll bring on Dave Hollins. Hollins nothing out of 3 with a walk. He has homered off Wayne this year. The attendance tonight, 63,193. Some have departed with the rains, and the Rockies trailing now by 7. It was a tight game until this inning. Bruce Ruffin pitched well while he was in there for Colorado. Ruffin with 2 1/3 innings. No runs and 1 hit. And his bullpen mates have not fared so well in this 8th inning. Two balls and no strikes. Ground ball, takes a bad hop, but Charlie Hayes gobbles it up and throws him out. Nice play by Charlie Hayes. That's 2 down, and that'll bring on Darren Dalton. Dutch's walked, tripled, doubled, and struck out. Atlanta has won tonight, their 8th in a row, and San Francisco has lost. So the lead by the Giants is now 6.5. In the West, Cardinals are winning their game 8-4 over San Diego in the 8th.
The Braves and the Giants play each other next week. I believe it's in San Francisco. That should be very interesting if they can get a little bit closer.
Yeah. Oh, and 2 to Dalton.
Giants have really been on a run for the last couple months, and they hardly ever lose, but showing a little bit, signs of losing a game here and there, and the Braves got real hot again, so they're right, they're trying to catch them. All of a sudden, the Phillies have the comfortable lead, and the Giants don't.
Yeah. Phil's lead is 9 coming in. And the Phillies have a 10-3 lead here. Alton Tires awaiting, steps out. No balls and 2 strikes to Darren Dalton. He misses with a breaking ball. It's 1-2. Misses with a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Darren Dalton.
It's Kurt Schilling, Todd Pratt, Mark Anderson, Phil's trainer in the corner of the dugout.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Ian Caviglia waiting on deck. He started this inning with a double. Mickey Moore and Beanie. Tommy Green will pitch tomorrow night. Alton's called out on strikes. That will retire the side, but the Phillies bat around. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 10-3 Phillies. Game at 9. You'll see the ALS special, the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease. Phillies very much involved in that fight. And if you pledge $250 or more, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a 1993 Phillies autographed jersey. It's a great keepsake to have. Autographed jersey with a pledge of $250 or more for a great cause, the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease. You make your pledges tomorrow by calling 463-1000 to make pledges for the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease and become eligible for a raffle of that great autographed jersey by pledging $250 or more. Larry Anderson is the Phillies' new pitcher. 2 strong innings by Roger Mason, and now it's in the hands of Anderson. He's appearing in his 47th game, 3 wins, 1 loss, a 1.76 ERA. He's only given up 33 hits in 46 innings, 9 earned runs, 44 strikeouts, and 20 walks. He'll be facing Darrell Boston here. And Marcus Moore stays up in the Colorado bullpen. He'll probably come in to pitch tonight. 1 strike to Darrell Boston. Just missed a little bit wide, 1-1. Phil's lead 10-3. We are in the bottom of the 8th. 2-1. Two. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Boston.
Anderson's pitched 2 innings against the Rockies this year. Larry Bowa is having a little fun there on the bench and has given up nothing and has 3 strikeouts.
Fouls it back. Still 2-2. Phils 10 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. Colorado 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Full count to Darrell Boston.
Feeling there's a prank going on down there.
Batty's certainly entertained. They've got 4 strikeouts against the Rockies for Anderson. 1 down, and that'll bring on Dante Bichette, who's hit into a fielder's choice triple and lined out. Bichette really has good numbers. During the game, hitting .315, 17 homers, 73 RBIs, leads the league in doubles.
Gary Anderson, that hard slider he throws away from right-handed batters. I mean, he hardly ever throws a fastball, and he's still very, very effective, even though most hitters know what he's going to do with it.
Last hit he's given up was 16 days ago. August 1st.
Well, they signed him to be a setup man and pitch in these innings, and he's done a great job this year.
Last run he gave up was that home run by Barry Bonds. There's a hit by Bichette, cut off nicely by Dykstra. He slips, and Bichette takes advantage of the slip and gets his 37th double. He leads the league in 2 base hits.
As you mentioned, Dykstra hates this outfield. You have a tendency to have to lay back on balls here because of the hops they take in the outfield. And as Harry says, as he gets ready to throw that ball, he slips, so it has to be a double.
So Bichette at second base with 1 out for Charlie Hayes, who was flied out, grounded out, and fouled out. Charlie has knocked in 1 of the 3 Rocky runs. Fouls that one off the end of his bat. One strike to Charlie Hayes. Misses the slider. Might as well stay out there if he's going to swing at him. Nothing in 2.
This is a ballpark with all these right-handed hitters that they have. You want to stay away from them with hard breaking balls if you're a right-handed pitcher. And Phillies have Mason, Anderson, those kind of pitchers who pitch that way. They're perfect for this lineup.
Duncan fields to Anderson, covering, not in time. It'll be an infield single. So the Rockies have runners at first and third with 1 out for Gerald Clark.
Anderson made a perfect pitch to him. Charlie Hayes broke his bat, hit it right off the end of it. Duncan with a good play. Anderson covers, but Charlie Hayes beats the play. Here it is from another angle. See Anderson anticipating that the plays that is going to be safe there, and he wheels to look at the runner at third and make sure Bichette's not trying to score.
Buck probably should have stayed at home, but his instinct was to go for the ball. Here's Clark. He's singled, been safe on there, and grounded out, and has scored 2 runs. His 2 teammates at San Diego, Anderson and Clark. Hope was here in Denver recently.
Tried over the weekend.
Big crowds. At one of the visiting priest from Italy last night, Father Pietro, who was here for the Pope's appearance in Denver.
I understand you guys became great pals last night.
Wonderful gentleman.
Sorry I missed that.
Lofted in the air to shallow right field. Eisenreich can't get it. Bichette scores. Stopping at second base, Charlie Hayes, and it's now a 10-4 ball game.
That ball was high in the air and just kept going away from Eisenreich. He never did get to it. Here he comes crossing the 30, heading for the 25, and it just drops there for a base hit.
So that's the first run Anderson has given up since that homer by Bonds at Candlestick. Really, he has not been hit hard. Charlie Hayes getting off the end of the bat infield hit and that little flare.
Yeah, he's doing just what we talked about. I mean, he's staying away from these right-handed batters. They're hitting him off the end of the bat, and, you know, they've gotten a couple hits off him.
Here's Joe Girardi. He is 1 out of 3. He misses the slider. Pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
1 strike to Girardi. In the air to deep right center. That's going to be extra bases. Hayes will score. Clark will score. Girardi at third with a triple. And it's now a 10-6 ball game.
Well, that was a hanger that time. Phillies are going to get the bullpen up. Anderson got that one in the middle of the plate and a lot of room out there in right center. And Girardi nailed it. West starting to throw. There you see it. He makes a bad pitch here, right in the middle of the plate.
Johnny Padres, pitching coach, out to talk to Anderson.
This ballpark is a run-scoring palace. I mean, any team that wants to comes in here likes to score runs in this place, and the Rockies know they can come back and score runs.
Bobby Thigpen, the right-hander. David West, the left-hander, up in the Phillies bullpen. The batter is Roberto Mejia, who is 2 out of 3. Phillies with the 4-run lead will keep the infield back. 1 strike to Mejia. Chris Jones in the on-deck circle. The bat for the pitcher, Gary Wayne.
As we talked about earlier, they are all right-handed off the bench, or the Colorado Rockies. They only have 2 left-handed hitters, Coles and Boston.
Pops a foul out of play. Still 0-2 to Mejia. Mejia is just 21 from the Dominican Republic. Wild pitch. And that'll score Girardi, and all of a sudden it's a 10-7 game. Anderson getting hurt here. 4 runs charged to him. And the Rockies are back to within 3.
Yeah, he had Mejia buried 0-2. He tried to throw a perfect breaking ball to him and just held on to it too long and threw it away.
Got the first out of the inning, a strikeout. That's wide. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mejia. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Anderson. He'll bring up Chris Jones as a pinch hitter. No, won't either. He's gone back to the dugout now. And nobody has popped out. Now coming out is Pedro Castellano.
Well, Baylor's thinking there was he wanted to use Chris Jones if there were men on base, because Jones is a likely guy to pop the ball out of the ballpark. A guy like Castellano is more of a, a singles type hitter.
He's hitting at 194 as a pinch hitter, 1 for 3. Castellano was hitting .321 at Colorado Springs prior to coming up. 12 homers, 52 RBIs. Roger Mason and Danny Jackson looking on. Jackson will be starting the game on Thursday. Day game here. Starts at 3 o'clock local time, 5 o'clock Eastern on Thursday. One strike to Castellano. Bottom of the 8th, Phil's lead 10-7. Fouls it out of play. 0-2. Outside, 1-2.
Does not have good command of the slider now. All of a sudden, it looks like Larry's trying to throw perfect pitches when he gets ahead in the count, and as a result, he's holding on to it too long and throwing it way down and away.
Don Baylor and Ron Hasse in the Rocky dugout. Foul that one out of play. Still 2-2. Anderson strikes out the side, but the Rockies score 4 in the inning. They do it with 4 hits, no Philly errors, and none left. We go to the 9th. It's 10-7 Phils.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do.
After 8 innings of play, the Phils 10 and Colorado 7. Tomorrow at 9, when a woman is brutally beaten, Kane and Peter race to catch her attacker before he strikes again on Kung Fu. The legend continues right here on PHL 17. Marcus Moore is the new pitcher for the Rockies. Moore, a 22-year-old, 6'5", 195-pounder. His 12th game since being called up. He's 1-1, lost none, no saves, 3.38 ERAs. Pitched just 10 2/3 innings, 9 hits and 4 runs, 5 strikeouts, 7 walks. Incaviglia pops it straight up in the air near the mound. Gerald Clark makes the call and makes the grab. One down, and that'll bring on Jim Eisenreich.
Now that this game is in a save situation, the Phillies have Mitch Williams starting to throw in the bullpen. They also have David West up out there, probably in case they were to get another run here and take it out of the 3-run save rule. There they are.
Marcus Moore at Central Valley was 1-0 in 8 games at 0.75 ERA. Then they moved him up to Colorado Springs, where he was 1-5, 4 saves, and a 4.47 ERA.
He was originally signed by California, came over to Toronto in the Devon White, along with Devon White in that deal, and then selected in the expansion.
Second pick in the 3rd round of the expansion draft from the Blue Jays. Line drive hit to center field for Eisenreich, his 3rd hit of the game. And we'll bring up Kevin Stocker. Stocker is grounded into a double play, been hit by a pitch ball, singled, and hit a 3-run homer. Ricky Jordan moving into the on-deck circle to bat for Larry Anderson. Phillies have 10 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors. Rockies 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors.
That's Liskanek, Kurt Liskanek, right-hander.
One ball and no strikes to Stocker.
Rockies have come up with a decent closer right now. A guy they really liked at the beginning of the year, Darren Holmes, who's struggled so much they had to send him out, and he's been very effective lately.
Another throw to first. Ball might be a double play. And is. Mejia to Castilla to Clark. That retires the Phils. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Phils lead 10-7.
There's nothing cooler than America's greatest refrigerator sale. Now at Sears Brand Central, we've dropped prices on leading brand refrigerators, like this 18 cubic foot Kenmore top mount fridge for $599.99. It's 30% more energy efficient than refrigerators made just 3 years ago. So is this Kenmore side by side with ice and water through the door. A whopping 22 cubic feet, only $999.99. You save $200. For more really cool deals, come in today. America's greatest refrigerator sale at Sears Brand Central.
Oh, that was wonderful.
I have to see it. If a movie got great reviews, you'd go see it, wouldn't you?
Absolutely fantastic.
If everyone kept talking about a book, you'd probably read it.
It was brilliant.
And if Automobile Magazine called this Toyota Camry the best car built in America, you'd give it a test drive, right? The 1993 Toyota Camry. Everything you've heard is true.
My mama told me you better shop around, shop around. You better shop around. My mama told me you better shop around, shop around. You better shop around,
I always go to the shopping center 9 out of 10 people use.
The genuine New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Barrett Landing Company.
It's a really good-looking baseball jacket, free for kids 14 and under. Compliments of Acme and Kraft when the Phillies play the Reds Sunday, August 29th at 1:35. They'll make a racket to get this jacket. Call 463-1000.
Mitch Williams, the wild thing, is the Phillies' new pitcher. This will be his 48th game. He's won 3, lost 3, saved 32. ERA of 2.74, 46 innings of work, 39 hits, and 14 earned runs. He struck out 41 and walked 27, and Eric Young will lead off as a pinch hitter for Vinny Castilla. Now it's Mitch Williams trying to save this one for Ben Rivera. Bottom of the ninth, Phil's lead by 3, 10-7. Mitch 5th in the league in saves. Low for a ball, 1-0 to Young. Young hitting .254 as a pinch hitter. He's 2 for 7. He'll take a walk. He has walked 43 times this year. One ball and 1 strike. For Alex Cole, excuse me, not Castilla. One ball and 2 strikes.
Eric Young's out of the Dodgers organization. Led off the first game ever played here in this ballpark with a home run.
Ball tapped to short. That's trouble. It's a base hit. Nothing Stocker could do. The grass here eats it up. It's an infield single. He had to go into the hole. And Young leads off the Rockies' ninth with an infield hit.
Yeah, as Harry said, the grass slowed it up. They're playing Young up the middle. With his speed, he's going to beat that play.
Brings on Vinny Castilla, who was 0 for 3 with a walk. Chris Jones moving into the on-deck circle to bat for Darryl Boston. Phil's lead at 10-7 here in the bottom of the ninth. Young gets back. He is a base stealer. 30 steals. Been thrown out 14 times. One ball and no strikes to Vinny Castilla. Wide, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Castilla. Phil's lead by 3, 10-7. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Hold that one through there, 2-1. Pickoff move. Young has to dive back. Young got a tremendous jump, but it's pop foul, right field side, long run. Duncan can't catch up to it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Territory and foul ground here at Mile High Stadium. 2-2 to Vinny Castilla.
And Duncan's playing him way up the middle, too, Castilla. You see where he is, and as Harry said, that's a long way for him to go. Look how close he is a second playing at that position.
Castilla's called out on strikes. That's one down, and that'll bring on Chris Jones.
Looks like he threw him a backdoor breaking ball, too, and really surprised Castilla. Here's a pitch from Williams. It is a breaking ball on the outside corner. Dalton pulls it in a little bit close.
It'll bring on Chris Jones. Jones hitting at .299. 5 homers, 26 RBIs, 4 for 11 as a pinch hitter. One down here in the 9th inning. To Jones. Dante Bichette is the on-deck hitter.
And there's Dante Bichette. Good thing Chris Jones didn't hit that ball because Mitch Williams slipped, and after he delivered the pitch, his back was to home plate.
There's over the top of his head for a base hit to center field. And the Rockies will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 9th inning in the person of Dante Bichette. 2 men on base and 1 out. I don't know what happened to Dave Hollins on that ball.
He slipped in a hole back there. It looked like as the throw is wide, it got away from in there, and see right there he slipped. And hopefully he's all right.
Johnny Padres will come out to the mound to talk to Mitch Williams. 2 men on base and 1 out. Bichette's only faced the Wild Thing once without a hit.
It's hard to believe this one's a game right now. Phillies leading 10-3 after 7.
Yeah.
But the Rockies have been playing really well lately, and they got themselves an inning going there in the 8th inning. Don Baylor's very happy with the way his club's been responding. They've won 8 out of 9.
Baylor not an excitable manager. Or is that the...
He is when he's back in the tunnel and you don't see him. Once in a while a camera will catch him.
Looks like he doesn't have a worry in the world when you see him. Stops a foul, out of play, 0-1 to Bichette.
Yeah, he has a worry now because he's got Bichette up there and Charlie Hayes on deck. All, guys that have some power.
Bichette with 17 homers, Charlie with 18. Here's Charlie. Balls and a strike to Dante Bichette.
Boy, the outfielder's deep. They just don't want to let a ball get between them.
1-1. Can't even see Dykstra out there. He's so deep.
Look at it. That turf is really fast now, too. When we were here the first time, they had the grass real high in the outfield. It was slowing the ball up. Now it's cut short for football and for baseball, and the balls are scooting on it. That's how close he is to the wall.
1 ball and 1 strike. Hit it. Hit Bichette with a pitch ball, and that loads the bases. So, look out. Rockies have him loaded with 1 out for Charlie Hayes.
And Jim Fregosi just told Padres to get somebody up.
Probably Bobby Thigpen.
Yep.
As they do have, as you mentioned, all right-hand hitters. So it will be Thigpen here to start throwing with the bases loaded, 1 out, and Charlie Hayes the batter. Charlie Hayes is 1 out of 4. Now Mitch Williams, the wild thing, in a heap of trouble here.
This place is rocking. I mean, a lot of people went home. Of course, when a lot of people go home here, there's still plenty left.
Yep. 63,000 plus to paid attendance tonight. On the outside corner, Charlie Hayes thought it was wide. 1 strike. Bills lead 10-7. The Rockies have them loaded with 1 out. He helped Mitch there, chasing a pitch about high.
Yeah, Charlie Hayes is thinking about hitting a grand slam home run right now. You know, it's easy to say you got to stay away from him in this spot, and you do, but Mitch Williams normally doesn't exhibit that kind of control.
No balls and 2 strikes to Charlie Hayes. Gerald Clark waits on deck.
Have to think middle away here. Not there.
Right up around the letters. He had a cut. Still nothing in 2.
Well, that's a short porch in left field. And you get anything middle into a guy like Charlie Hayes and beat you.
Still 0-2. Jim Fregosi and Johnny Padres look on. Wide, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just got a piece of it. Still 1-2. Bobby Thigpen. That's a high foul out of play. Still 1-2. Bases loaded with Rockies with 1 out. Down and in. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Charlie Hayes. Bouncing foul, third base side. Still 2-2. Charlie broke his bat on that foul ball. He'll get a different one with a count 2-2.
Phillies have Dave Hollins on the line at third. And as you can see in that defense, and a huge hole on the left side, but they have to protect against an extra base hit here.
Struck him out. Got him on a bad breaking ball. Charlie Hayes goes down swinging for out number 2. And it will bring up Gerald Clark.
Well, way out of the strike zone, but Hayes is a wild swinger, and he chased it.
Clark is 2 out of 4. He has scored 3 runs.
So another guy, you better stay away from him.
Bouncing ball to second. The ball game should be over, and is. Phillies win it by a score of 10-7. For the Rockies in the ninth, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave them loaded. Phils win 10-7. Mitch Williams with his 33rd save. And Sunoco and your local Sunoco dealers will donate $100 to the Byrne Foundation in the name of the Wild Thing, Mitch Williams, as the Phils win it 10-7. We'll be back with the totals and a recap in just a moment.